Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzWeaver channel. In our top stories today, directly from Truth Social and Donald Trump. But first I want to say, what an amazing weekend. How fortunate are we that Donald Trump survived an attempted assassination. What an extraordinary series of events that happened. And if you guys want to catch the videos that I did over the weekend, by all means, please go to the main channel area there, and you can see my videos. There's a lot of commentary there. And so I want to thank all you guys for all your support who were able to watch it over the weekend. It did really well, and you guys have been amazing, so thank you. So let's go on to Truth Social and Donald Trump. After lengthy deliberation and thought, and considering the tremendous talent of many others, I have decided that the person best suited to assume the position of Vice President of the United States is Senator J.D. Vance of the great state of Ohio. Excuse me, guys. J.D. honorably served our country in the Marine Corps, graduated from Ohio State University in 2 years. He's a Buckeye, summa cum laude, and is a Yale School graduate, or law school graduate to be more specific, where he was editor of the Yale Law Journal and president of the Yale Law Veterans Association. JD's book, Hillbilly Elegy, became a major bestseller and movie and so forth. And, of course, I think that is a really good pick, particularly, with the military background, his education. Of course, a lot of these politicians do have backgrounds in law and, went to prominent schools, of course. So I think J.D. Vance is going to be a great pick for Donald Trump. And, of course, as of this recording, it is Monday, July the 15th of 2024. The Republican National Convention is kicking off, and we are anticipating hearing from Donald Trump this evening or sometime today. As of this recording, it is 5:11 p.m. Eastern Time. So we'll see when that's going to kick off. But nonetheless, let's get into a little bit of the information from the Daily Wire. Trump picks Ohio J.D. Vance as his running mate, as we know. And, of course, they just go on to quote from the from the True Social, as I just mentioned there. Vance, 39, gained prominence in 2016 before entering politics with his best-selling memoir, Hillbilly Elegy, which chronicles his journey from a dysfunctional poor family to Yale Law School. Though the book does not mention Trump, it was seen as offering explanations for the former president's rise in popularity with the white working class in the years following its publication. Vance emerged as a bridge between the political elite to the Rust Belt. Vance served as a combat correspondent in the U.S. Marine Corps and later worked as a staffer for Republican Ohio State Senator Bob Schuller. While an undergraduate at Ohio State University, he won his first political campaign in the competitive 2022 Senate race against incumbent Tim Ryan with 53% of the vote. So, of course, a lot of the talk today is, of course, of J.D. Vance. I think he's a great guy. I think he is a good pick. He's absolutely not an establishment uniparty asset or plant to disrupt and undermine Donald Trump. But, of course, we know that the establishment uniparty is doing that and will continue to do that. Of course, they've had to back off a little bit because of the events in PA. And, of course, there's all kinds of speculations, rumors, and so forth that we have talked about. But, of course, here on the BuzWeaver channel, we try to keep it to as close to the facts as possible. Of course, I'm always going to give you my opinion and my thoughts, which aren't necessarily entirely the facts. Of course, as we all know, I'm just simply giving you analysis and thoughts and perspectives. And so, and those are my thoughts. I think J.D. Vance is a great person. I think that my opinion is, I think of the choices that he had, I think J.D. is definitely there. Having that military background is going to be a plus as well for Donald Trump. And for J.D. himself, he's a young guy. He's got a lot of ambition. He's got a lot of drive. He's got a lot of possibilities. The future is amazing with him and even Vivek Ramaswamy. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm very happy for Donald Trump. Very happy for the campaign. Very happy that Donald Trump is alive. Of course, I pray for him and his family every single day as I pray for this country. And I pray for all of you guys, too, that, we'll see our way through. We'll see our way through what is happening in our country right now in the United States and in the world. But, I mean, we talk about a matter of inches, right? They say in sports it is a matter of inches, and in real life it is a matter of millimeters. And here are some pictures you guys may have seen over the weekend of just how close all of this was for Donald Trump. And even the windage, right? The wind there. And all these things have to be taken into consideration. Bullets intended trajectory with no 7-mile-an-hour crosswind. So the wind also played a role not only in Donald Trump just turning his head, but also in the crosswind. So it is amazing. And, of course, we heard that they were taking down a lot of the ads from Joe Biden. But, you know, how much of this responsibility lies with the Democrats who have for months said that Donald Trump is a threat to democracy, a threat to the soul of our country, as we see some of the quotes here from Joe Biden. Donald Trump is a genuine threat to this nation. Wow, that's quite inflammatory, is it not? He's a threat to our freedom. He's a threat to our democracy. He's literally a threat to everything America stands for. That is inflammatory language. So, you know what? I am done listening to January 6th nonsense, because here we have this from Joe Biden. Of course, I put this together myself, of course, but that tweet is still up from June 28th, and it's still up. And, of course, we see the other one. It's time to put Trump in a bullseye. So, you know, the Democrats are like, oh, that's hyperbole. That's hyperbole. That's, you know, that's sensationalizing a bit. You know, it's a bit hyperbole. Yeah, well, when Donald Trump says things, it's obviously a truth claim. And, of course, from Vox, Democrats say Trump is an existential threat. Well, so did Joe Biden and the rest. Now, there is a video of all them saying these things, too. And then we see from Reuters, Biden targets extremist Trump allies as Democrat threat is in fraught political moment. So where's the calls for the violence in their rhetoric? Where are the calls for that in what Biden has said and what the Democrats have said and what the media have said? You know, here we have a president that was nearly killed in Pennsylvania. Maybe this individual was inspired by the rhetoric, right? I mean, this boiling overflow that we see here in our country. You know, it doesn't take very much for the mentally unstable to think, oh, well, I can change the course of history by helping out my cause or the cause of what, you know, the establishment uniparty and the Democrats and whoever is putting out there. Now, I'm not just singling them out. I am singling them out in this instance. But if you're going to be using this inflammatory language, especially from the president and from Democrat leaders, and as I said, there is a video of them doing the same thing. I just didn't pull that up. But, I mean, this was an extraordinary weekend that we had in this country. I mean, it's absolutely extraordinary as to what's happened here in our country, where we had an attempted assassination of a president. And, I mean, as we said here on the BuzWeaver channel, what was left for the establishment to do, right? I didn't wish anything bad. I didn't want anything bad to happen. But as we said here on the BuzWeaver channel, what was left for the establishment to do? You know, and Tucker Carlson said essentially the same thing as many others did. Buck Sexton, Clay Travis, and, of course, Alex Jones. All these individuals were saying, you know, what was left for the establishment to do to try to remove Donald Trump? And what better way, as we always hear on the BuzWeaver channel, the illustrations of a desperate group, desperate elites. What are they doing? What are we going to hear from Judge Merchan here soon? Are they going to dismiss the case entirely? A mistrial. It should be. And we've had the SCOTUS, the Supreme Court of the United States, step in 2 different times to redefine what it is to be a president with the immunity and protection, and the fact that you can't remove him off of ballots, the fact that, you know, these pursuits and this lawfare could continue with other presidents as well, particularly with Barack Obama. As we talk about Awalaki, the 16-year-old boy that was drone strike. He was killed by Obama's admin. So there's a reason why we have it. And they keep trying to put all these accolades on Donald Trump that, oh, well, he's a king and this and that. No, I mean, the Supreme Court had to come out and say, look, you know, there are levels of things within the purview of the president that he can do under, you know, obviously within his duties, right? His official duties. So it's amazing. But nonetheless, guys, I want to thank all of you across New Tech for your guys' continued support. It's been great. It's been amazing. And, of course, all you guys here on YouTube, that will be the channel icon appearing there on the screen. You guys can click on that if you're watching on YouTube to subscribe to the channel, as well as to select notifications. That way you know when there's content here on the channel. And I'll see all you guys in the next video.